so nervous about this math test, I'm gonna fail it. I have no idea how to graph anything.
Same. This is all too foreign for me.
Greetings. Are you confused by math? Scared by math, or maybe just too foreign to math? Well, I'm here to help you. Hi, I am Mademoiselle Graph, and I'm gonna get you ready.
Wow, I can't wait to experience American culture and learn about numbers.
I really hope this is about sine and cosine graphs, because I am so confused.
Then this is the sign you've been looking for. Welcome to my math layer.
What do we do first?
We're gonna warm up our minds, because that's the best way to learn.
Oh, good, because my amplitude is feeling a little negative.
Well, that's not too hard. All we need to do is flip you.
Why?
Because cosine said so.
Oh, wow! I feel so much better now.
But wait, my period hasn't completed its full cycle. I don't know when it should stop.
Well, that's fine. All you need to do is divide 2 pi by b. So, for example, say your equation is y equals 3 sine x.
You would divide 2 pi by 1.
Precisely. So,
So my period stops at 2 pi?
yeah!
Yay!
Alright, let's start our midline positions.
But how do we know where that is?
Well, let's look back at our original equation.
Y equals 3 sine x.
Yes, that one. Okay, so our midline is y equals d.
And D is the vertical shift. Okay, I think I get it now.
Wait, I don't. How do you find the vertical shift?
Sweet whiz.
Your vertical shift is how much you go above or below the origin line.
Oh, so the vertical shift will be 0 because there's no numbers added on?
Exactly! Now let's start in those midline positions.
Alrighty, what's next?
Next, we find our amplitude.
Is that the height of our sine curve?
In a way, yes. This is the distance above or below the midline that our curve will touch.
So in our equation y equals 3 sine x, our amplitude is 3?
But what if the distance is negative?
Is it like the warm-up where I'm flipped?
Precisely. Our curve begins downward from the phase shift in a negative a-value formula,
Phase shift? What's that?
the starting point of our graph. To find it, we set bx minus c to 0.
Just like earlier. We started on the right side for warm-ups, and then we moved to the left side. It's a cycle.
Exactly. And that's how to start graph too. One full cycle equals a period of a graph.
Mine was incomplete before. Now I remember. 1 period is 2 pi over b.
Exactly. Now you're getting it. Are we ready to demonstrate our graphs?
Yes, ma'am. Midline is 0.
Amplitude of 3.
Phase shift.
The period is 2 pi.
And the phase shift is x equals 0.
All right, let's get going. Here we go. Woo! Great job. We can do another sine graph in a little bit, but now let's learn cosine.
Yay! I'm still a bit confused from earlier, but I do remember that if the amplitude is negative, our graph is flipped.
Very good!
Is cosine similar to sine?
Yes. In fact, we find vertical shift, amplitude, phase shift, and period the exact same way.
Sweet whiz! This math is easier than I thought.
All right, let's try a new equation, one that's maybe a little more difficult. How about
I don't know about that. That's a lot of numbers. I don't think I can do it.
Me either, especially since I'm foreign.
And how are we supposed to remember what sine looks like and what cosine looks like?
Well, I have the perfect tool, a song.
A song.
When you can't remember if it's up or if it's down, don't make your face a cosine frown. Don't know how to sign graph? It's easy, just laugh, ha ha ha. If you're a sine, act like you're a roller coaster line. You go up and down, then up and stop. If a cosine is your next problem pill, act like you're on a hill. Wasn't that fun? Now it's your turn. What's first?
Vertical shift.
And what is the vertical shift of this graph?
Positive 1, because there's a 1 added to the end.
But what does this mean?
That the midline is y equals 1.
Great job! What's next?
Amplitude. Since there's a -4 in front of the cosine, the amplitude is 4, but the graph is flipped because of the negative.
Wow, you're really getting hang of this thing. All right, now let's find our
Phase
face.
shift. Take x plus pi equal to 0. With subtraction, we found that x equals -pi. And this is where our graph begins.
And last but not least,
The period. To find our period, we take 2 pi divided by b. And in this equation, our b is 1. So, 2 pi divided by 1 just equals 2 pi.
great! To find the endpoint of one full period, we add our phase shift and our period together to find where it ends.
Great! Now we can graph our cosine curve. So if our sine curve begins at the midline, where does our cosine curve start?
Cosine curves begin at the phase shift, either at the top or bottom amplitude line. Now who remembers what our amplitude for this graph is?
I do. It's 4, but there was a negative.
Correct. Because of the negative, our cosine curve begins and ends each period at -4. And in the middle, our curve touches +4.
I think I'm really understanding math now. I love America.
Wow, me too.
All right, what do you say we do a couple more?
Yeah! But maybe this time we'll do one with our friends.
All right, let's think.
Haha, Mademoiselle, we meet again, dude.
Oh no, my nemesis, confused dude.
Yeah, man, I'm about to give you a problem so confusing, you're gonna be way too confused to continue math. You're gonna drop out, just like I did.
I believe we can do it. We just have to remember everything we learned.
Alright, man, let's go.
Det har vi alldeles för svårt.
He's right. This looks really difficult.
But you guys got this. All you need to do is remember everything we just learned.
Oh, remember the song?
Yeah. If you're a sine, act like you're a roller coaster line.
You go up and down and up and stop.
So this is what our graph should look like. What's next?
Yes, the vertical shift.
The vertical shift is represented by what is added onto the end of the equation.
So if the equation ends with adding 1, then our vertical shift is...
Up 1.
Good job, you guys. Keep going.
Alright, so after we find our vertical shift, we need to find our amplitude.
And if our amplitude is the number in front of our equation...
Then the amplitude is 2. Wait, what's that?
We forgot the negative. Our amplitude is 2, reflected.
So it goes down, then up, then down, then stop. Sweet whiz. That was a close one. Okay, now let's move on to our
PS.
PS what?
Phase shift.
Oh yeah, that. So to get our phase shift, we take 4x plus pi and set it equal to 0. So if we subtract the pi and divide it by 4,
What would we get?
do you know what we get?
That's right, -pi/4. Let's add that to our graph.
Like, no, man.
You're doing great. One more thing to add, and you guys will be done.
Okay, so lastly, we have the period.
Oh, I remember this. It's 2pi/4.
Because b is 4. Yes.
Yeah, so it's 2pi/4.
Not quite. We have to simplify it down to pi/2.
Dudes, you have like outwitted me. I should have never tried to mess with you guys. You guys are way too smart.
I knew you guys could do it. Confused dude is wrong about a lot of things, but he's right when he said you're too smart.
Yeah.
Thanks, Mademoiselle. We just remembered all the stuff you taught us.
Well, kids, It's time for me to go.
Aw, I'll miss you.
Will you come back?
Of course. If you
Well,
need me.
guess we gotta go now.